Before beginning the video, I have some few announcements. In 2020, I did make realistic adaptation by Down the Hill, which is earlier versions and earlier narrations. But this year is going to be different. I have an announcement that I could remaster Down the Hill. And so, adaptation is going to be refilmed and redo all over again. And also, I read a script. I didn't re-narrate myself, but I don't know how it's good enough. But I hope you enjoy it. Across the island of Sodor, there is a need for all sorts of goods, from food and cattle to timber and coal. The island cannot operate without goods trains running both night and day. Goods trains carry cargo that is either coming to the island or is being taken to the harbor to be loaded onto ships for exported and to other areas of the world. Many different types of trucks make up goods trains. There are wooden planks wagons, which can hold coal, stone, scrap, and many other things. Box vans can hold larger goods items and can even be refrigerated. Bolster wagons carry along awkward items such as logs and heavy boxes. Trucks can be prone to mischiefs, but at their cores, they understand that they are accessed to the railway. Many of the trucks like to talk to the engines outside of work. Indeed, all the trucks were very friendly once an engine got to know them. However, there was once a truck who was not friendly at all. In fact, he was a very, very awful truck. It has been said that something went wrong when his builder constructed him. A rivet was out of the line, or the wood was rotten. No one quite knows. What was certain is that he placed many engines a great deal of danger, but one day he went too far. Morning was brisk when it happened. A fog having descended on the island, and Percy the Green Engineer arrived at the quarry to arrange his trucks for his first trip down the branch line. He was very tired that morning and wasn't intending what he was doing. An evil truck, due to his dangerous nature, has been placed on a remote siding to prevent engines from using him. But Percy's grogginess and the thick fog caused him to misjudge which siding he took trucks from. Without knowing, he had placed the evil truck at head of the train. Foreman didn't recognize the mistake either, and loaded the wagons without objections. Time came for Percy to leave, and he pulled out of the quarry, none the wiser that disaster lay ahead. Fortunately, runs around the sharp curves on the steep hill. If the engine was to fall off the rails, he might slide down and crash into a one of the many neighboring cottages. Sir Topper had placed the fences along the tracks to prevent this, but the evil truck has other plans. If I and the trucks hold back at just the right time, we can pull Percy off the rails. Percy has cleared the waterfall. He started down at the first bend. The evil truck screeched on his brakes, signaling to the other trucks to hold back. The sun forced a pull down on Percy's rear coupler, picking his front wheels off the rails. "Oh, oh!" cried Percy, and the truck surged ahead. And with the crack of the coupling, Percy came off the rails onto the crest of a hill. His wheels, still moving, began to grip the sod, and he jerked it forward down the hill. The fog was still thick that he couldn't see where he was going, but the evil truck knew. "Goodbye, Percy," he croaked. Percy tumbled and tumbled until he saw the outline cottage ahead. "Oh, horrors!" In a penny crash, Percy started from a jump from the footplate. Meanwhile, the evil truck had forced the train's brakes so he could stop and listen. A few seconds later, Percy careened into the house. From the top of the hill, the trucks heard the sounds of wood splintering and muffled cries of those inside. He began cackling madly. "Silly engine needs to look where he's going next time," the evil truck coughed. The other trucks were horrified. What have you done? You lied to us," they screamed. "You're psychotic. We're only going to scare Percy," one truck said. "Yes, you're insane," other truck added. "We didn't mean to expect this to happen." But the evil truck didn't care. His laugh echoed over the hills and below where Percy lay, battered and bruised, regretting ever placing the evil truck in his train that morning. The tragic accident left a deep scar indeed. Percy was mended, but the lives of those cottages were lost. In disgrace, Sir Top had scrapped the evil truck immediately. From then on, he was very careful about the character of the trucks he brought to the island to prevent such an awkward affair from ever happening again.